Howdy. So, Barre Chord Type 1. Barre Chord Type 1 is based off of the E major chord. All we're doing is we're playing the E major chord with our second, third, and fourth fingers, and then we're sliding it up, and we're dropping our first finger on the first fret as a bar, in essence, replacing the nut of the guitar. Now, again, thumb behind the neck pointing up at the ceiling. Sometimes if you bring your elbow into your abs and your shoulder up, you can round around this way, bending your wrist, and then kind of stand on top of the strings as opposed to being pulled back like this. So again, we have F, 1, 2, 3, 4, strum each string, make sure they're ringing. We slide up, we have F sharp or G flat, then G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, B, straight to C, C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat, E, and then back to F at fret 13. We had to move 12 times, 12 notes of music, to get from F to F. Now, we lift our second finger, that becomes F minor, and we can move F sharp minor, G flat minor, G minor, and so on. Back to F, we lift our pinky, we have F7, F sharp 7, so on, straight up the neck. We lifted our second finger to make it a minor, we lifted our fourth finger to make it a 7, so when we lift both, it becomes F minor 7, F sharp minor 7, and so on. Strum each chord 4 times, pick each individual string. Hey, that G note isn't ringing, so maybe I need to position my finger a little bit differently to make them all ring. Last but not least, we had the major 7 chord. That one is not a bar. We have our first finger on the low E string. We have our second finger on the B string, both on the first fret. Our third finger is on the D string on fret 2, and our fourth finger is on the G string on fret 2. Our first finger is going to naturally mute out this A string, and also we don't want the high E string to ring. So if I slide it up, let's say F, F sharp, G, G major 7, muted A string, high E string muted. I'm using the fleshy part of my finger over here to mute the high E. Very jazzy sounding chord. G major 7, G sharp major 7, also could be called A flat major 7. Straight up the neck and so on. There you go. That's Barre Chord Type 1. All based on the root note being on the low E string. That's an E. This note is an F. We bar. F chord, F sharp chord, that's an F sharp note. G chord, that's a G note. Straight up the neck. We had the major, lift second finger minor, lift pinky 7, lift pinky and second finger, minor 7, and then the jazz chord shape, the major 7. So practice moving those up the neck, strum each chord 4 times, call the name of the chord out loud, pick each individual string, work your way this way, then maybe say, okay, I'm going to go backwards, work your way back this way. Over the course of time, you'll memorize where all the chords are, and you'll be golden. You'll be able to say, there's a G, there's an A minor, there's a B minor 7, there's an F sharp 7. So you want to be able to just grab them on command. Have fun.